Okay, so I can finally get around to making a new video. As you can see, light's still out. That's a special light bulb I used for the light in my room, so I probably won't have light for a while. So if there is light, it's natural lighting. Now, Mega Kedar sent me a really good message about Skyrim and why Skyrim sucks. I didn't know this, but apparently Skyrim is a very buggy game. I mean, it is so buggy that basically fans have had to make it from scratch and just mod everything down to the last inch to make it any good. And this brings me to a point that I don't understand about gamers. How they think that these companies are entitled to their money when they make absolute shit. I mean, really, amateurs put more work into their games than these highbrow companies. But meanwhile, we act like piracy is such a big deal. Ooh, it's a crime. And at that, they don't even know about the Personal Use Act. But it's the principle of the matter that they care so much about piracy and shit. And what other incentive is there for these bastards to stop doing what they're doing? I mean, really, like, look at how many games are monopolized on Steam. You can't escape Steam as a PC gamer. It just can't. You can't do it. There is no way to avoid the Steam client because every game uses the Steam client, and they do this on purpose. They're all in on it. It's a bracket, and there is no reason for you to be a part of it. So you should just pirate. It isn't always the most practical method, but it is the moral method. Because it is the only way to teach these motherfuckers that we're not going to put up with it. But I know that pirating is more difficult than it seems to be. It isn't as simple as clicking some buttons and you got a game. If it was, everybody would literally be doing it, but not everybody is. Because, there's a lot of filing involved, and you have to know what you're doing. And even if you pirate the game, it doesn't mean you'll be able to pirate servers in order to play the full extent of the game. And that's how Valve gets away with the shit they do, because they know that. They know that, multiplayer games are very difficult to get around. And so they, monopolize the market, and they can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want to unapologetically. They need to be come down on. You need to call your congressman, you need to call the police, you need to call whoever you can and make their life a living hell. You need to sue them, you need to do whatever you can, no matter how petty, no matter how much you think it's stupid or, it's not going to work out. It doesn't matter. Just make their lives miserable. And eventually they'll get the picture. So, I'm getting off topic about Skyrim, but the problems of Skyrim are something bigger. It's the gaming community's acceptance of the way things are, and how it's okay to get screwed out of the game you paid for. These people are lying bastards that say that Valve doesn't just ban people nonchalantly. Because like I said, I never hacked, I never pirated prior to that banning. So why would there be any reason to delete my account? There could only be two possible explanations. One, that people were falsely reporting me, and Valve just decided rather than actually investigate the matter, they would delete my account. Or two, they just decided to delete my account. And why would they do that? Why would they just be malevolent for no reason at all? Because it's a racket. Because they figure, this stupid ass is going to buy the games over again and make us more money. That's what it's about. That makes perfect sense. It's conspiracy, it's illegal, but I wouldn't put it past them. So, whatever theory you have, the fact is, if I pay for a game, I'm entitled to play that for the rest of my life, period. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what the fans say. I don't give a fuck what they think the licensing terms of agreement say. I paid for that game. I expect to be able to play it. Especially when you don't put any effort into it at all. When a fucking 5-year-old could do what you do. Because That's another thing. They're always talking about how, since I want to make my own video game, oh, you're just an ideas guy. You're not going to be able to accomplish anything. Well, no shit, Sherlock. A video game takes more than one person to do. But I'm sure I can find competent programmers that can help me out in that matter. And I'm sure they would, because they know I'm an honest guy. I'm not going to screw them over. I'm not going to take from them what they rightfully earned. If they help me make a game, they will get every cent of those earnings. I will not bind them into some, abstract contract that will fuck them over. Not that such a contract would be legitimate anyway, but I wouldn't even argue that point, because I'm not a fucktard. So, what is your argument here? That the evil people deserve all the benefits they get, and that honest, hardworking guys like me and the programmers that would back me up don't? What is wrong with you? So, that's what I think. I think that if I do manage to get some money, I will make my own game. I will hire programmers to help me make that game, and it will be anti-Steam. I don't know exactly how that'll work yet. I don't know how we would get around this fucking monopoly, but there would be servers outside of Steam. And hopefully it would be a good game that expresses my artistic side, and I like to create art. I like to write. I like to express myself in that way. That's why I make these videos. But it just never seems like enough, and that's a natural urge when that's your thing. Some people are born to architects. Some people are born to be doctors. I was born to write and express myself. I was born to, just pour myself out there like that. And unfortunately, I don't have a competent avenue to do that. Because not only do people insist upon banning me every step of the way, but then whenever I try to do it in a presentable and, humane way, I'm not being a dick to you, I'm not tying you down and forcing you to listen to me, people act like dicks to me, and there's just no need for it. I'm probably nearing 10 minutes, so I'll have to cut this short. But, essentially I'm saying that if those motherfuckers can make a shitty Skyrim game that's just a scrap heap, and then everyone has to come behind them and fix it up and, to make it a decent game, I see no reason why an amateur guy like me cannot make a decent storyline and concept and get some, college dropouts that took a little bit in programming, and we can all get together and make a halfway decent game. It can't be any worse than having to mod it from the ground up. Don't you agree? So, I guess that's it.